How's it going, guys? Welcome back to S3M2 Football and welcome to today's football preview video. For this one, we're covering some English Premier League action that is taking place this Sunday on the 3rd of November. For this one, we're off to Old Trafford for Manchester United versus Chelsea. We start off our team analysis in this one with the home side being the Red Devils. Now, the last five fixtures for Manchester United have ended in 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss. United's last match was a 5-2 win at home against Leicester in the EFL Cup earlier this week. In these last five fixtures, Manchester United have scored 9 goals and conceded 5 goals. So, an average of a goal per game, not good enough for this team. The first player I'd like to talk about here is Portuguese attacking midfielder Bruno Fernandes. In 14 appearances, Bruno Fernandes has scored 2 goals and contributed 5 assists. With Bruno Fernandes, I think Manchester United have a creative player with great dribbling ability, great vision, and who's just looking to create at every given opportunity. Next up, I want to talk about Brazilian defensive midfielder Casemiro. In 13 appearances, Casemiro has scored 3 goals. In Casemiro, Manchester United have a holding midfielder who's strong, who's physical, and who's aggressive. A lot of the time, we will see Casemiro getting stuck in and making those very physical, very difficult challenges. And finally, I want to talk about Argentine left winger Alejandro Garnacho, who in 15 appearances has scored 6 goals and contributed 4 assists for Manchester United this season. In Garnacho, I think the Red Devils have a winger who can play actually on either wing, who's quick, who's got great ball control, and who brings a lot of variety to his game. He can cross, he can pass, he can shoot. Garnacho is the kind of player who you look to just inject a bit of excitement into a game. In terms of injuries, I think Manchester United are still going to be missing centre-backs Lenny Yoro and Harry Maguire, as well as wing-backs Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia. Joining them will probably be midfielders Kobe Mainu and Mason Mount, who are also all doubts for this match. Nevertheless, I think interim coach Ruud Van Nistelrooy is going to stick with that 4-2-3-1 formation with that double pivot in midfield that just allows this team to counter-attack using the wings, just spreading the opposition, and then with Bruno Fernandes in that number 10 playmaking role just behind the striker who could either be Joshua Zirkzee or even Rasmus Højlund. Looking at the away team now for Chelsea, the last five fixtures for the Blues have ended in 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. Chelsea's last match was a 2-0 loss at Newcastle earlier this week in the EFL Cup. In these last five fixtures, Chelsea have scored 8 goals but conceded 7. So Enzo Maresca's team are definitely getting more goals, but they're also conceding far too many as well. The first player I'd like to talk about for Chelsea has got to be French attacking midfielder Christopher Nkunku. In 15 appearances, Nkunku has scored 8 goals. With this player, I think Chelsea have a forward who's very direct, who's always looking to get into the box, looking to utilize space, and who has great finishing ability as well. Next up, I want to talk about English attacking midfielder Cole Palmer. In 11 appearances, Cole Palmer has scored 7 goals and contributed 5 assists. With Cole Palmer, I think Chelsea have a player who can play pretty much anywhere in their attacking third, a player who's quick, creative, and very, very confident right now. Cole Palmer can score, he can create, he can pass, he can dribble. This is a player whom I'm expecting to see great things from in the future. And finally, I want to talk about Ecuadorian defensive midfielder Moises Caicedo. In 11 appearances for Chelsea this season, Caicedo has just 2 assists to his name. But in Caicedo, I think Chelsea have a real box-to-box midfielder with tons of stamina, who's very aggressive, who uses his aggression to win the ball back and then just cycle it forward to the attacking players as often and as efficiently as he possibly can. Thankfully, Chelsea have no notable injuries coming into this one, though there might be a little touch and go when it comes to the fitness of Captain Reece James. Nevertheless, I think coach Enzo Maresca is also going to stick with a 4-2-3-1, using his wingers to just counter-attack at pace out wide and then cut the ball centrally for either Nicholas Jackson or Nkunku in that centre forward position. You'll see Cole Palmer just causing absolute havoc on that right wing for Manchester United, just looking to get at the defenders all the time, with Nkunku as that centre forward to just pick the ball up from him and look to convert chances. I think we'll probably see Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo as that double pivot in midfield, with Caicedo winning the ball back, and then Enzo Fernandez just looking to create something from midfield for this Chelsea team. Looking at the head-to-head between these two teams, the last 5 fixtures between Manchester United and Chelsea have ended in 2 wins for Manchester United, 1 win for Chelsea, and then 2 draws separating the two teams. So already we can see this one actually favors Manchester United quite a bit. In terms of goal output, United have scored 11 goals against Chelsea in these last 5, while the Blues have responded with just 8 goals. So goal output as well seems to favor the Red Devils in this one. Looking at the league table, however, it tells a completely different story. Manchester United find themselves languishing in 14th spot with just 11 points, while Chelsea are 5th with 7 points. So right now the Blues are obviously getting the work done in the English Premier League, while the Reds have found themselves just battling inconsistency on all fronts. Ruud Van Nistelrooy takes charge now at Old Trafford, with them having sacked Erik ten Hag earlier this week. And I think with a player like this at the helm, Manchester United fans can actually approach this match with a little bit more hope, I think. There's been conflicting results in the EFL Cup earlier this week for both of these teams, with United winning, so possibly building a bit of momentum coming into this one, and then Chelsea losing, so perhaps feeling as though they need to get back on track as soon as possible. For United, I think it was very promising that they were able to score 5 goals, but conceding 2 still shows that this team has issues at the back. Both also have UEFA fixtures coming up this week, with United in the Europa League and then Chelsea in the Conference League. So they have to deal with those fixtures as well, and they have to be a little bit concerned about overextending and overusing some of their players. Last season, I felt that Chelsea were looking a bit lacking up front. This season, however, the Blues have really hit the ground running. Players like Cole Palmer, Christopher Nkunku, Nicholas Jackson, and even João Felix have managed to hit the back of the net quite often so far. I think right now this Chelsea team has finally learned how to gel with each other. They've built up a bit of chemistry, everybody's used to one another, and I think now they're playing as a unit. United, on the other hand, have been nothing but inconsistent. You'll see them getting results against difficult teams and then flopping against teams that they should be hammering in the Premier League and in cup competitions. I think right now, however, the deciding factor for me is Old Trafford. This stadium has been an issue for Chelsea in the last few seasons, with them actually really struggling to get any results at Manchester United's home ground. Nevertheless, I think now this brings a new, fresh set of ideas to this team that actually should be doing much, much better. And I think now we'll actually see a different Manchester United. So from me, I actually think Manchester United look better in this one than Chelsea do, despite form. My final score prediction here is actually going to be Manchester United 3, Chelsea 1. I think this Chelsea team has really surprised all of us, with them actually applying pressure and trying to challenge for those top 4 spots. I think if Ruud Van Nistelrooy can prove that he is the right person to take over at this Manchester United setup, making up those 6 points and that difference between Manchester United and Chelsea shouldn't take this team too long. I think Manchester United is a team that should be challenging for those top 4 spots, and they've just fallen flat in the last few seasons. And I think now, with a fresh set of ideas, a fresh coach, and somebody that the players perhaps admire, that could become a reality at Old Trafford. Hi, thank you for making it to the end of this video. We really appreciate the watch time. And the fact that you took some time out of your day to spend it with us talking about the sport that we all love. If you enjoyed the content, why not, drop a like down below or comment in the comment section. Maybe even consider subscribing to the channel. And I mean, while you are here right now, have a look at some of our old videos too. They should be appearing on the screen right now, along with that subscribe button. So you know exactly what to do. Thank you so much. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And have a great day out there. And we hope to see you again very, very soon. Thanks. Stay safe.